Hey there, it's Bobby Legs, and welcome to another episode of Bobby Legs Loves Watches. And if you like videos like this, please remember to hit that like button. It really does help out the algorithm, and you'd be doing me a solid. And also, if this is the first time you're visiting my channel, please do consider subscribing. I love making videos like this. I love making videos about watch releases and watch reviews. And if you've been in on my channel for a while, I hope you enjoy them. Let's get right into the news street from monochromewatches.com. We have the first look, the new 39 millimeter PVD gold edition of the Rado Captain Cook over up overpole. Okay, slightly enlarged, now coated with PVD gold, but still a handsome vintage re-edition. Okay, very very interesting. Look, I like these. I like these Captain Hook Rados. This is a little bit different looking, more vintagey, and it looks like it's got a world time style bezel. That's interesting. Okay, let's read up a little bit more about it. Cool Rattle Captain Cook Overpole is back, dating back to models of the 1960s. This evocative name was used for several Rattle models, in particular travel watches with the world time bezel. While Captain Cook namely immediately refers to the brand's vintage-inspired dive watchers, the Overpole came back in 2022. For 2025, we have a yellow gold PVD color. Um, it's a relatively loyal reinterpretation. It's a 39 millimeter versus the 37 of the previous version, and it's 10.9 case thickness. Some kind of. I just want to know how they're timing doing the world bezel here. Oh, I guess you could just put it up on noon, right? You could do, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, you can rotate the bezel up to noon, and then that's kind of where you're following. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at some. Ooh, it comes with a gold PVD coated beads of rice bracelet. It looks like. And we're looking at a price of 2,700 Swiss francs. It's limited to 1,962 pieces. I take it that's the year the first one came out. 39 millimeter, like I said, 45 millimeter lug to lug. You got a based 2804 ETA movement on there with 80-hour power reserve. Sounds like the Powermatic 80 with a Nivacron anti-magnetic hairspring. Vintage brown leather, yellow gold PVD steel pin buckle. Also includes yellow gold PVD coated stainless steel beams of rice. Nice looking piece. I'd probably wait for the secondary market if you're interested in that one. That seems a little bit too high. IMO. Okay, going on to our next release, and that's a Champagne Tone Shellman collaboration Raymond while a Mil Cime center seconds. Customize Millisime. Okay, customized with the Japanese retailer specification. The neo vintage Millisime dons an attractive golden two-tone sector dial. Very, very cool looking dial. Over the years, Shellman was commissioned limited editions from refined Swiss brands like Habring. Habring is not a Swiss brand, and Anderson Genève. If it's Habring too, that's not a Swiss brand. It's Austrian. Okay. Handsome looking watch. Sector dial. Most sector dials. It's really hard to mess up a sector dial, in my opinion. Let's see here. Specs wise, we are looking at 39.5 millimeter case diameter, 9.2 millimeter case thickness. Salida SW200, 308,000 Japanese yen. I mean, come on. I mean, okay. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. That's like 1,500. I'm guessing American, somewhere between 1,200 and 1,500. It's limited to 30 pieces, or maybe it's more. I don't know. I don't know why maybe it's more. I have no idea. And look it up. I'm not going to look it up. It's limited edition 30 pieces available exclusively at Shellman stores in Tokyo. There you go. Okay, and finally, the Swiss watch exports down 3% to 25.9 billion Swiss francs in 2024. The consolidation after robust growth in record years of 22, 23. If you recall, I mean, it feels like such a long time ago. the 2022, 2023, I mean, pricing was just bananas, especially secondary market for luxury timepieces. Watches were being bought left hand over fist. It was just a bananas time, right? It was an aberration, right? In hindsight, uh, um, those, I mean, what the watch industry was doing in the last like 20, 30 years, like it was just this was just like an incredible blip up, right? And now I feel like it's coming down to earth, or has been coming down to earth for a slow pace. So, um, the Federation has just released their export statistics for 2024. December ended the year on a negative note with exports down 5.4%. I assume that's volume of watches, right? Not like pricing necessarily. Um, after following a decrease in 2023. The trend was particularly affected by the Chinese market. That's interesting, with a significant decline in exports weighed by economic uncertainties and changing consumer behavior. Interesting. So a drop in China. Let's take a look at the geographical breakdown. It was positive 5% US, alongside the luxury boom in the market. The trend was also positive in Japan. Well, that's interesting, because I know Japan has been going through some rough times, plus 7.8, thanks to favorable currency rates and tourist activity. Okay, so maybe people were buying from overseas or tourists and whatnot. The business overall is stable in Europe. Okay, contrast exports towards China were minus 25.8%, and Hong Kong 18.7%. Wow, experience a sharp contradiction. Last but not least, the trend for India confirms the rapid expansion. So plus 25. So it looks like India kind of like negated the Chinese. Well, it depends on what their numbers were the year before. So let me just take that back. But it looks like there is a rising expansion of the luxury market in India that will hopefully offset whatever potential future declines in Japan, and I mean in China and Hong Kong. So it was around 5.4 um, million watches. Really, that's it? Hmm. Okay. Okay. The key barometer secondary prices have continued to contract in 2025 with respect to Morgan Stanley watch charts, that they were down 5.7%. Yeah, so I mean, like, I think what's happening here is that we're just going back to what normal watch sales were before the end of the pandemic, and once governments were flushing their economies with money, right? So I think that's what's happening. It's not necessarily that we're seeing a collapse of the watch market, but maybe just going back to normal. Anyway, hey guys, I would love to hear what you think. I'm hoping you're having a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.